Hello, boys and girls. It's time for the Dead by Daylight dating game Hooked on You. Because every single game and franchise needs a dating sim. Kentucky Fried Chicken, the game Grumps. Dead by Daylight. So, alright, let's get in here. You guys will have to let me know if the audio is too loud or too quiet. I have no idea what the game is at. Enter my name. What shall we call you? Obviously, my regular name, Tony. God, I can't wait for Trapper to whisper sweet nothings in my ear. We're not gonna romance him, though. Hello, Dingo. Welcome to the stream, my guy. Are you excited for sexy men and women of all kinds? You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you'd been nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. Hello, Capra. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Yeah, probably because we swallowed a bunch of salt water. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Wow, it breaks the fourth wall. It's just like every silly, wacky little dating sim out there currently. I hope it does something fun to distinguish itself. Also, the clouds not having some sort of secret imagery in there, cringe. Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. Ocean. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Ooh, now the ocean. Whoa, not now, ocean. Sorry, Tony. May I continue? Please go on. Okay, then. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. A disembodied head, you say? A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get there? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do now? Run? Close your eyes? Dig up that face? Oh, let's see here. We got Meek, too. When you said a Dead by Daylight dating sim, I thought you were joking. No. And what do you mean we're not going to romance Trapper? Obviously, we're not going to romance Trapper is that's the streamer bait choice. He's a big bar daddy. We're not doing him. That's what streamers are going to do. He's just begging for you to pick him in such a, embarrassingly obvious way. We're going to pick someone else. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. He has a doubloon in his mouth. There is no body, just its head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotted tongue of this poor dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. I guess I'm canonically the Dom now. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose. And so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? Oh, I like these sounds. Little drums. That's fun. I mean, if I spend it now, that means I have to go to a store. But if I say no, it means I get to stay on the beach. I'm going to stay on the beach because the chances of finding a handsome hunk on the beach are probably a lot higher than going into a store, you know? Nah, we won't spend it. No thanks. Look, I'm going to level with you here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday, and I've been looking all over for it. Dropped it into a dead person's mouth. Could you just give it back? No! Strange Where would I even give a disembodied voice a coin? That doesn't make any sense. We're going to fuck Wraith? That's basic. We're not going to romance Trapper? Unsubbing. You think Wraith is the basic choice? You people have some weird concepts of who is dateable and who is not. Philip is so cute. Can I know there's 2 human characters. Do I get to have sex with them? I hope so. Shh, be that way then. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. A volleyball? When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please? You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. God, she's so hot. He's so hot. Look at him in his open shirt, just like Majima. And look at her and her missing chunk out of her leg. And look at him and his incredibly basic design that they are trying to get you to pick because it's the fucking weenie choice. Absolutely not. We're not picking Trapper. I don't care if it's... Alright, are these abs or is this his bulge? Because there's no end or beginning of the abs or bulge, so I'm good. It's just one bulge. That's a penis head poking out, and we're not doing that here. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know. Not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. What do you do? Toss it back, kick it back, say no thanks, say nothing, do nothing. And is the only one remotely not dead and most human, but she is also a werewolf, so, you know, date Billy. We can't. Aw. Ew, you'd waste exotic potential with bland humans? I would. Because the only humans I know in this game, one of them is Dwight. And I would pick Dwight just to piss all of you off. Plus, I feel like they would give Dwight some wacky shit, you know, just for fun. Because they feel like, oh, nobody's going to pick Dwight. We have to give Dwight this, like, crazy romance sex scene where he, I don't know, he gives you, like, the glockiest glock you've ever seen. Something like that. Let's see. If you don't pick Huntress, I'm beating you up. Oh, what? Okay, well, first of all, we have to make a decision before we can even pick a killer. Let's see. Toss it back. I'm gonna kick it back. I'm more of a foot guy myself. Don't take that out of context. I meant in you know, like if I'm playing sports. Not like feet, like in a sex... Never mind. You swing your foot and awkwardly strike the volleyball, sending it bouncing across the sand towards Huntress. Hell yeah. It doesn't make it all the way. Everyone stares at you, silently observing your unsportsmanlike shame. They must be wondering, have you ever even seen a volleyball before? That's surely what I'm wondering right now. It's not a soccer ball. What a dork, he says. Hey! Why is he the only one talking? This guy's a fucking asshole. Being rude. You feel so awkward that you can barely see straight, but through the haze of your embarrassment, you catch Wraith looking at you from the corner of your eye. Huntress jogs the rest of the way to grab the volleyball, and they all turn and head down to the court. Alone again, you look across the beach at those strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way. And nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Tony, you were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the volleyball game just by showing up, nitwit! And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? And he's a big bar daddy? Come on. Come on, what a fucking... With the patrician's choice. The Wraith. He sighs. That was Wraith. That sigh means he was done with the game too. Either that, or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't, says the Huntress. At least not yet. Oh, yeah, not yet. Hey, Tony, you might want to, say something? Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz, and it will be very important later. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? I'm alright, I guess. Pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd. Another normal, meaningless life in the endless cycle. Thanks, Spirit. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Wraith? Not Wraith. Huntress? She's for sure trying to fuck. She liked the way I kicked that volleyball. If I had a superpower, shit. I mean, probably flight. Yeah, I'd go with flight. Flight for sure. Technically, I suppose I can fly. Honestly, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject in school? For sure not math. I fucking suck ass at math. I'm gonna go with history. History. Nice, it's important to know what came before so that we're not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we will anyways, but still. What's your favorite animal? A mustelid. That seems like the wacky choice. I'm gonna go with dog, just because dog for sure. You look absolutely adorable in a little puppy mask. Oh, she's also a furry. Furries love me, so she's gonna win. What's your favorite color? Blue, blood red, 3-day-old corpse. Is that not just blue? That's more like a purple, right? No, that's, well, it's 3 days old. That's probably like a black decay, right? I don't know if I'm actually timed. That's kind of why I'm just like breezing through here. I'm gonna go with 3-day-old corpse because black is a good color. It goes with everything. It's on my t-shirt. Nobody would expect me to pick this, so I'm gonna say 3-day-old corpse. That's a pretty edgy answer, right? It's pretty dangerous. I talk about corpses, no biggie. Those are no good to me unless they've been frozen. You'd be surprised how quickly good meat can spoil. Or maybe you would be surprised. I'm still getting to know you. See, Huntress and Spirit, those two are trying to fuck right now. What's your dream job? Nightclub promoter. I actually know a guy who used to own a nightclub in New York City. He works at my office now. He used to own a club in New York City, and it was a very popular club because he had very good security, and he would... Basically, celebrities loved to go to his club because they could act really normal, because they would basically just kick out anybody who would make any sort of fuss around the celebrities. So it was essentially populated by celebrities who wanted to act normal and people who didn't know who the celebrities were. So it was really interesting intermingling. Astronaut, not working at all. I'm gonna go with not working at all. If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectation to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damned millennials. And he's a boomer! No wonder I don't like him. Best flavor of ice cream. Vanilla chocolate and horseflesh. I'm tempted to pick horseflesh, if only because I often make the joke that I have a horse pussy vape. It's the only flavor vape that I'll rip, but I don't know, that seems like too silly of an answer. I mean, I don't like chocolate ice cream. I know, sue me, I'm not a chocolate guy, I don't like chocolate. I'm gonna go with vanilla. I like a standard vanilla. Vanilla! My favorite flavor is pain, says Trapper. Wow, same, says Huntress. Same here, says the Spirit. Wraith likes vanilla, swirled with pain. Wraith has good taste, I suppose. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream. Am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. Am I right? Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island. Even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Vanilla. The best flavor is vanilla. You got a reading comprehension problem? I just told you that Mint Chip is where it's at. You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right. I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control, so don't you forget it. If I say you like Mint Chip, you like Mint Chip. Now try it again. Tell me what's the best flavor of ice cream. Alright. Now I can look. Now I can go ahead and look here. Thought Tony was just thirsting for Wraith for a second. And it just has mommy instincts kicking in. Tony's wearing a buddy mask. Of course she's a furry. Hey now. No need to stereotype in my chat. Okay, you can wear animal motifs in your outfit and not technically be a furry, okay? Liking a dog doesn't make you a basic-ass dog furry. Alright, come on now. Trapper's got major daddy issues. I love chocolate, but in ice cream form, it's ass. I wish the narrator would shut up. I don't like the narrator. I like the ocean, though. The ocean's fun. Fine, Mint Chip. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on the whole island. I don't like losers. If you know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Oh, what's wrong with Wraith? Look at his silly little face and his tattoos. He looks fun. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time, but the things I do hate, I really hate, you know what I mean? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez, it's like she's downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. I didn't know the Joker was in this game. Oh, no, wait. I'm remembering Spirit's story now. And that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's a lot of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. I don't know. There's some good options here. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow up, body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wraith is the cutest boy. Wraith's got a good silly cat face he's got there. I'm glad that you guys like Wraith. I was gonna pick Wraith, but I feel like I should pick Huntress, but I feel like Huntress is too obvious of a choice. Now that I think about it, if I was a basic human being and I was playing this game, I would immediately remove the men, because I wouldn't pick the men because I'm a basic white boy Twitch streamer. So now I'm left with the two women. Do I pick the extra thick muscle girl, or do I pick the small cute ghost girl with the blade sticking out of her? Now, using my big boy galaxy brain, I assume most people are going to pick Spirit, right? I'm going to pick Wraith. Wraith is tall, twinky, handsome. His head's got some sort of strange thing, and he's got tattoos. And he's the closest character to Majima, considering he's got the open shirt. So we're going to go with Wraith. Wow, for once I fully agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power, he says. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do we want to go? Listen, if I was actually going to pick something, I would pick the pool. Okay, so there's the volleyball. This is the pool, right? Well, there's the lounge outside of this. I think this is the pool, so we're gonna go with that. This is obviously the yacht, because the ocean's there. I'm gonna assume this is the pool. Philip Sweep. No Huntress, I'm out. Bye. Choose Wraith. Philip Sweep. Spirit is a foot fetish and is a doomer. Get you a real woman like Huntress. We're going with fucking Wraith. Get out of here, Solar. You think I'm gonna pick a woman? What am I, gay, dude? Everybody knows liking women is gay. I'd be down for a dip in the pool. Whoa, the pool? You actually want to go to the pool? Well, I mean, sure, why not? Look, he's trying so hard to be sexy. He's trying his hardest to win my affection. I've got good ideas. What's wrong with my ideas? The pool is great. Everyone knows that. All over the world, if people agree on one thing, it's that pools are great. That's true. Who doesn't like a pool? What kind of stupid dipshit loser doesn't like going to the pool? Look, we've got a whole ocean right here, and they put in a pool because pools are just, you know, great. It's a great special treat. It's a real special treat. And you thought it was bad when he stayed quiet. Claudette and Dwight? Hold on. Just one moment, they say. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activity coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murder's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. Dun dun dun. That wasn't very dramatic. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence, why we shall henceforth refer to them as survivors, with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time. So very long. I don't know how long it's been, actually. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future we recommend waiting for us to prevent you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is let us do our jobs. The most you could do is help us get off this side. No, Dwight, you're stuck here. You little dweeb, you and your shorts. Dwight. Yes, pardon me. Please, follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes, something I can help you with? Those two, Claudette and Dwight. Did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? No. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off the island, though. Oh, right, that. Yes, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he was... he wants to get the other vacation island getaway. A couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all the money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter, mostly, when I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? I want to go to the fucking pool. Take me to the pool. That's where I said I wanted to go. Wraith moves ahead to the pool at a pace that could almost be considered jaunty, if a creature so lanky they appeared to be made out of elbows and ankles could jaunt. Do you imagine a creature of only elbows and ankles? What would you call such a horrible abomination? El Bankle Man? Yeah, I'd call him that. Look, he even set out 2 drinks in preparation for us to be here. He set us a nice glass of orange juice and what I assume is just green Slimer high C fruit punch. Everyone's favorite. At least they gave Dwight real shorts and not cargo shorts. It's them and unironically look better than the main cast. What do you mean this name is Philip? Why are you thirsty for a man named Philip? Hey, Solar, don't be mean. Most of the population of Britain is named Philip. That includes the men and women. You be nice to them. Hasn't Britain suffered enough? Having the greatest navy to having the problems they have today being garbage. Also, come on, their food. I'm not going to make a very obvious teeth joke. What I will say is that British cuisine is suffering enough. Let's not bully them further, you know what I mean? Could be worse. His name could be fucking Herman. Who's named Herman? Is Trapper's name Herman? Thank God I didn't pick him. What's going on with Wraith's face? Is that a smile? Is that what a smile looks like when he does it? Yeah, that's a happy smile. Look at him. He's got like a gap in his teeth. What can I say? Being enveloped by water is comforting. It's quiet. It's ominous. And, you know, Wraith looks back over his shoulder to make sure no one besides you is within earshot. The fire can't get me. Super normal stuff here as usual. Oh great, it's Claudette and Dwight. What do these two want? Since everyone's at the pool, we figured we'd bring over some of our most popular pool accessories. Tony, which one of these particularly interest you? Foam noodles, inflatable lounger, basketball hoop, goggles, and a snorkel. Goggles and snorkels are for fucking losers. Basketball hoop is for fucking dweebs. Who wants to play basketball? What am I, LeBron James? Foam noodles are okay, I guess. But why have a foam noodle when I can just play with an inflatable lounger? That lounger looks pretty comfortable. Sleeping during the day completely out in the open like this? You're really making yourself a target. If someone were to, I don't know, try and throw an axe directly at you, well, you'd sure be easy to see. Not that I'm saying I would do that to you, I prefer a challenge. Huntress may not be into it, but it sure looks like Spirit co-signs this choice, since she immediately snakes the coolest one. It's in the shape of a casket. A really cute casket. I don't really do water, but as long as I'm floating on top of it, that's fine, I guess. Spirit grabs you the black unicorn floaty and sets it in the water next to her. And since you also enjoy the fine art of relaxing here, you can share my umbrella. Well, come on. That's charming. Something about the water and being this close to Spirit is putting you in a playful mood you might regret. Do you splash her? Just a little bit? I promise she doesn't have a cell phone in her pocket. She died before they got popular. No, that's a rude thing to do. It is, I mean, it is a gentle splash. I won't do it. I won't do it. You want to know why? I've been to the pool with my wife one time. And on the drive over, actually at the house, on the drive over, and at the location, she made it very clear to me that if I splashed her even a little bit, she would be very upset. So I won't do it. Women don't like being splashed. That's a fact. You stand perfectly still in the water so as not to send a single drop in Spirit's direction, thus enraging her and resulting in your own demise. Oh wow! She's passed out, probably from how boring you are. Hope she doesn't get a sunburn. For a waking nightmare, you could almost believe that you're starting to relax a bit and forget about how much you can't remember. It's as if the sun's very rays have a calming effect on you, your body tranquilized by the soft light from overhead, coupled with the cool breeze rolling in the sea. And you're not alone. I feel recharged by the gentle warmth of the ocean's caress. Look, he's doing the Koichi pose. This motherfucker's... Hold on. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone. He's... He's just doing the pose. Fucking full screen that shit. Let me put it on the monitor. Look. Look at this fucking dickhead. I've got it. Display capture. Look at this fucking dickhead. That's just the... That's straight up just the same pose. They almost traced it verbatim. It's not even subtle. Are you serious? You're serious. You're serious. This is what they're doing now. All right. All right, fine. He's mid breakdance, literally. That is the man we're romancing. Pool noodle? No, no noodle. I'm glad that all of you guys saw that he was doing the Koichi pose like the second that I did. All right. I feel we charmed by its caress. If it was a little too warm, that might have been my fault. Trapper's into piss, dude. Also, this is a pool, not the ocean. Okay, everyone, just let him finish. Thanks, Tony. I know this probably doesn't seem like me, but... Would anybody want to play a game of Marco Polo? Yes! I love games. I'll go first. Someone blindfold me. Of course, Trapper has a blindfold ready to go. It's as if he's had one in his hands before you even spoke. Ugh. Did he just wink? And did he just bite your lip? I didn't consent to have my lip bitten by a stinky Bara. Good thing you're getting reined in, because it sure seemed like you were about to act up. Hold on. Before we continue, serious question. Twinks or Baras? Answer truthfully. Don't lie. I'll know if you do. I will know if you're lying, Johnny. If you have candy in your mouth, I'll know. Papa will know. Baras, says Sam. Terrible choice. Terrible choice. Awful. Awful. Also, I'm not a Bara, and you're gonna pick the answer that's not me? Disgusting. Fuck you, says Sam. Don't shame me. Baras are boring. Baras are lame. I know, I'm showing my bias before people even answer. Well, you ain't a twink. I know I'm not. I'm what can be described as a fat fuck. And I didn't give that as a choice. I don't discriminate, says Dingo. Good answer. What are Baras? Ah. Should probably... So a Bara is like a big fucking dude, just like this. Just like Trapper here. That's a Bara, right? And a twink is someone who's like, you know, lithe, kind of skinny, small-ish. It's a smallish dude. So something like Wraith, you know, generally lanky. They usually don't have any hair on them. That's not always true, but they usually don't have any hair on them. Baras will usually have hair on them, but that's not always true. Sometimes they'll just be big but no hair. Bears equal Bara. Yeah, bear is kind of... I need me a thick man, says Capra. Everybody picks the lame choice. Lithe, lanky men like Wraith, that's where it's at. Good thing you're getting reined in, because it sure seemed like you were about to act up. Minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer, which rotates in a clockwise direction. And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Okay? Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden under the point until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target, and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? I think I get it. I just have to stop the pointer at the target. Okay? Ah, I almost got it. Not bad. Hey! Perfect. Oh. That's okay, perfect. Alright, I'll take it. Holy shit, dude. Damn it. Oh, they consider that a perfect. Okay, I'll take it. Holy shit, dude. Is that a perfect? Hey, it is! That was pretty good, Tony. Oh shit, I got an achievement for that. Casual minigamer. He seems so happy. I'll screenshot the occasion. No, it wasn't. Don't lie. Hey! That was like 4 perfects out of 5, or however many it was. Just ignore him. You've been thrown into a very weird situation. You held your own. I respect that. That was a good game. I say we celebrate. By throwing this waiter, whose name I forgot, into the pool! Defend Dwight, have some fun. Fuck you, Dwight, you smell bad. Into the pool you go. Hilarious! Bullying truly is the gift that keeps on giving. You grab Dwight's legs and help Trapper give him the heave-ho. You know what? Sorry, I can't pretend to support you on this one. Only Trapper is this sadistic. It's not sadistic to throw a little dweeb into the pool. Fuck Dwight. He smells. He has the worst outfits in Dead by Daylight. If it was Jake Park, I wouldn't touch him. Unless I was going to give him a kiss or a massage. But Dwight, fuck Dwight, dude. He smells. I know it's all in good fun or whatever, but not on my murder island. That's right. This place really is called Murderer's Island. But that doesn't mean we're cool with bullying. You're on thin ice, friend. I'm no expert, even though as an omniscient narrator, I probably should be. Actually, omnipotent, not omniscient. But I think that means it's time for the next activity. At least Wraith was happy. I made him happy, and that's all that matters to me. It's okay, Tony. You can just say you like a man with a flat ass. Hey. I did not say that. Also, Baras are known to have flat asses. Twinks have have bubble butts, my dude. What's wrong with you? Capper, what are you... What like, pornographic novels have you read where the twink has the flat ass? What's wrong with you? I think you're just reading... You're reading propaganda, if anything. You're reading Bara propaganda, and I don't trust you. I don't trust your taste. Technically, Bara is a subgenre of porn appealing to gay men, usually invoking thick, muscular, or fat, sometimes hairy men. Thank you, Dingo. So Trapper. Trapper is the Bara in this situation. With the twink being Wraith. Easy peasy. Easy choice. What is that man's name? Philip. That's our boy Philip. That's a very normal name for a killer. I mean... all of the killers, you know, used to be people at some point. Look at Freddy Krueger. His name is Freddy. That's a normal name. Frederick? That's an easy name. That's also the name of, shit. You know what I just realized? They should have named Trapper Fred. After Fred from Scooby-Doo, because he's obsessed with traps. Put me in behavior. I'm ready to fix your game. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? You know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. But you were expecting some kind of grand hall. Hey, you already did the what were you expecting thing. You can't do it again. That's stupid. This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette ushered you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And, oh, great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. I'm sorry, Trickster's here too? Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him expected stir. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds or killers. And my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there. You're looking good. Real good. Damn, Trickster. He's got an inflatable bat and he's flexing it. Alright. Now this guy, he's looking hot. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Oh, he's standing in front of everyone. Wow, Trickster really wants my attention, doesn't he? Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think this was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error that you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat, seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. How many does KFC have? Is it 7? No, it's 11. You hit him with the 11 herbs and spices. That's it. I remember now. It's funny, I didn't actually remember that number based off of, like, seeing a Kentucky Fried Chicken commercial. I remembered it based off of the meme of a very muscular Colonel Sanders, like, doing an elbow drop off a high rope, like in a wrestling match. And it's tagged with, when they say white people can't season food, but then you hit them with the 11 herbs and spices. That's how I remember it. My favorite, says Trapper. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which, you know, considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat its meat. So that's, like, technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. Hey, Tony, you think what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps? I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-downs. Prints, you know. And when you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think it might be safe. Is there anything else we can eat? This took 12 hours, Claudette says. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meat. Wow, he's right for a change. 'Cause I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Secondly, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. Ugh, you tore your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough! Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Ovs. The hell it is. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you... Wait, what? Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. There we go. Please stop. Please, I hate when we fight. Or talk. Or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of... Azarov. Wow, he's a fucking nerd, too. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Hey, Tony, I know this isn't what you want to hear, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours, no hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapon for 72 hours straight. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason, they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. We hated when it got cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigames consists of 2 parts. Blah, 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 blah. I already did it. I'm ready. Let me do it. Are they gonna tell me the tutorial every time? Because if they do, it's gonna be pretty annoying. Anyway, here we go. Slice. But before that, I want to take a look at the chat. Fucking eat the food. Don't be ungrateful. Goofy ass bitch. Azarov is just what his boss was called. Azaros was his boss. Oh, okay. Literal legal ass name. That's literally the skull of a man named... Oh my god. All of you are obsessed with this fucking skull. And you say I'm the loser for picking Wraith when you're all obsessed with Wraith and his weird club. Easy peasy. Perfect. I will say the game is pretty lenient with what it considers a perfect. Oh, not bad. Damn. It's a lot harder than the pointer arrow. I liked it better when it was the pointer arrow. There we go. Perfect. Was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Fuck you, katanas are dumb. Machetes are dope. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. I'm sure it sounds like that. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who have been working their ass off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The 2 best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Tony. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. She's got me there. Here's a pro tip for everybody trying to get some sick gains so you can be as fucking ripped as me. Just don't poop, dude. Any amount of time that you're spending sitting on the toilet shitting is time that you could be bulking up, getting down, and doing... Sit-ups. Sorry, I forgot what they were called for a second there. That's a pro tip from me to you. So you can get as pumped up as me. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? This is gross. I'm sorry. Look at that seagull. Okay. What do we do, boys? I'm leaning towards I'm sorry because I feel like being apologetic is the nice thing to do, and I feel like that Wraith will like that. Look at the seagull is obviously the option that Trapper will like, and Huntress, so it's a 50-50 shot of getting the only good option between those two. And this is gross, 100% is going to appeal to Spirit, for sure. Sigma male grind set. I'm sorry, says Capra. Okay. Capra agrees with me. I'm sorry is the good choice. I'm sorry, says Dingo. Okay. Alright, that's 2 votes for I'm sorry. Well, 1 vote for I'm sorry and 1 vote for I'm sorry. They're both essentially the same thing. Felix was dinner. No, little German boy. Look at all these sick references to Dead by Daylight. It's like the game was made for you. People who play Dead by Daylight. Oh, I forgot to mention this. On the main menu, there's an option for linking your account. If you do play Dead by Daylight, and you happen to buy this game, you get 2, well, technically 4 cosmetics. You get a beach outfit for Jake Park. It's like a skin-tight swimsuit. And then you get a hunter thing that goes on the hooks, which is like a little bear trap chomping into a heart, and it's like a cutesy heart that has a cute little like face on it. Don't ever fucking screen cap the face I just made, or I will beat you up. I will go to your house and beat you up with my bare hands. That's not a threat, that's a promise. I'm sorry, says Jolly Red June. Fantastic. My boy Phoenix votes for sorry. Sorry it is. Actually, it's not the food or the company. I'm just super self-conscious how I look when I eat. I was just pretending to be grossed out by dinner so I'd have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. Sorry if that made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watching people eat is gross, but try to relax and not worry what everyone thinks. It's so important to always remember people are watching you, judging you, definitely not ignoring you, right? Guys? Anyone listening to me? I'm listening to you, Wraith. Technically a group that includes 1, if not more cannibals staring at you with meat juice dripping from their chins would be quite scary. However, right now, you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away. I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please, don't take that as medical advice, but I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. Oh, hey, it's me again, the Ocean. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator, the Ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully, you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that, and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up to this Ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've had many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. How do I know what he doesn't like, though? He's too mysterious. You wake up to find Wraith holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Now that you're finally alone, Wraith looks at you eagerly. You weren't grossed out, were you? Even when you eat, you know you look like a beautiful angel. You were just pretending to be awkward because it's lonely being so perfect. All we have in this life are those fleeting connections with other living things. Something to remind us we're not alone. God, I love his fucking stupid-ass face. It's very silly. Could you possibly be as shy and nervous as someone like me? Yes. I swear it. Wraith nods the nod of someone who's just realized that Tony is a liar. He's disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. And you know deep down you're disappointed in you also. More so than usual. I didn't mean to make him sad. Oh boy, it looks like he's about to monologue. Now you've done it. How do I say this? It's just... Honesty is important to me. I've been burned too many times. Something about the being burned makes Wraith look away, far away, eyes brimming with tears, and yet, at the same time, dead. I understand. Wraith looks back at you with those sad eyes, wanting so badly to believe you. He looks down at the ground. I have something very important to tell you. It's about something very special to me. It's not something I tell everyone, but you know how important honesty is to me. I can't expect that from you. I can't expect that from you if I'm not honest in return. See, this is good. I appreciate honesty. I try to never lie. I've only ever told my wife one single lie, and that was I lied to her and told her that I was taking a trip to Arkansas because my job asked me to go there, when really I went to Arkansas to go to a diamond mine to mine the diamond that I was going to put into her engagement ring to propose to her. That was the only lie I ever told her, which she actually let slide. Could you believe it? I wouldn't have let her slide. If she told that lie to me, I would have fucking dumped her on the spot, because lying is cringe. But no, she gave me a pass on that one. Thank God. Oh great, I bet he's got crabs. No, Wraith. No, that's a man who has no STDs, no crabs, no like anything wrong with him. Trapper for sure doesn't wash his hands after wiping. I take that back for sure. Trapper doesn't wipe at all, and he doesn't use a bidet. The man is disgusting, and I hate him. It's about my special bell. What? He's showing us his bell, boys. Alright, okay. It belonged to my father. He gave it to me before he and my mother, well, they had to go away. If I was ever in danger, I was supposed to ring this bell. It didn't really work, but it's all I have of my family with me. Wow, Wraith, thank you for telling me. Here. Hold it. Whoa, Wraith just gave you his bell? Sound the alarms. What are you going to do with this thing? Hold it delicately or ring the bell loudly? Goofy ass bitch, I love him. Mad flex. Wraith is probably the least STD infested killer of the whole roster. Is that true? You think so? Jake didn't even have to be in the game and he got an outfit out of it. He's winning. Oh my god. Wraith is just a nice man, really. Trickster? Oh, he has all the STDs. Trickster? No. I don't think Trickster has any STDs except... No. I don't think Trickster has any STDs. I think that he meticulously cares about his body. I think that he fucks non-stop, but I think he wears a condom. I don't think he'd have sex without a condom on. In fact, I don't think he'd have sex without like the most expensive condom available, because he thinks the more expensive the condom, the better it's gonna work. Because he's also kind of a dummy. But what are you gonna do? Do we ring the bell or do we hold it delicately? I'm leaning towards holding it delicately and not ringing it, because I feel if we ring it, he's gonna turn invisible, because that's like what Wraith does, and I don't want to lose this moment with him. I want it to go on forever. So I'm leaning towards just holding the bell. What do you think? Trickster would only fuck himself. He's a narcissist. That's true. I feel like he probably jerks off into the mirror. You guys ever seen that scene in American Psycho where he's having sex and instead of looking at the woman like moaning and coming down below, he's just staring at himself in the mirror, just going at it, looking at himself? That's Trickster for sure. You're never really going to get the full Trickster experience because he could only really go full balls deep all in on himself, and you're not him, you know? Hold it gentle like hamburger, says Dingo. Okay. Will people go against the grain and not vote for the same thing that Dingo's voting for, or will everybody just shit on Dingo, call him a stinky banana buttfuck loser, and pick to ring the bell as loudly as humanly possible? Lock in your answers now, boys. I'm ready. I'm ready to see if people will respect Dingo or not. Who will respect the little man and his choice to hold the bell like a hamburger? He's my boyfriend. I gotta go with his choices. Ring the hoe. Alright, well, I'm not counting Capra's vote because if you're just picking because he's your BF and you have to pick his answer, that's cringe. Gross. So it's a 2-2. Fucking hold it like a little child. Alright, well, Solar voted to hold it. So that pushes it over the edge. Had Solar voted to ring it, I would have gone for the ring, because then, you know, him and Phoenix. If you ring it, his dick might fall off. True. Hold the bell delicately. You caress the bell, running your fingers over its rusty... Is that dried blood? Why are you touching this thing? Thank you for sharing this important part of yourself. You hand the bell back. Wraith is looking out wistfully at the ocean. Is he crying? He's crying! He's straight up crying! The ocean is beautiful. It's not real. None of this is. Wraith looks at you, more intensely than ever. I don't know if you're ready to hear the truth. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped out on this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary, and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late, says Dwight. Playing sick? No, I was... No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, 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 go. Alright, next activity. What do we pick? Oh, we don't get to pick. It's story time. They weren't kidding. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means we're behind on time for evening activities. And we'll only have time for one person to share their special, spooky, nighttime story. Just one story, but story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. Oh, excuse me. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss. No muss. Voice trembling. You realize that this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before. Even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on! You two You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. Yes, you're very one-track, Trapper. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time. So, that's funny. They changed his thing to say nobody. That was cute. Tony, who do you think should go? Oh, damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. I mean, is there any choice but Wraith, dude? I choose you, Wraith. Whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will you? I'm not really one for scary stories. Life is scary enough as it is. You literally carry around a skull and a spine as your little prop. As the other killers laugh, Wraith holds up his skull and gazes into its hollow, dark eye sockets. If you're looking for something Shakespearean in this story, look elsewhere. This is a tale of madness, of staring at the soul of death, and never returning. Once upon a time, a young man worked at a junkyard. The man was... Hold on. Alright. Once upon a time, a young man worked at a junkyard. The man was quiet, kept to himself, just wanted to avoid trouble. While the boss dealt with clients, the young man operated the crusher, turning old cars into cubes of twisted metal. One day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood. Drip, drip, dripping. From the trunk. He opened it and found a frightened stranger bound and gagged. The young man reeled. He was about to accidentally murder this stranger. How could this have happened? He freed the stranger, who ran off into the stranger's arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Before this shaken employee could tell him about the mistake that he had nearly made, the boss took out a knife and swiftly slit the stranger's throat. The young man fell into his knees, unable to comprehend what had happened. As he stared at the ground, too shocked to cry, the boss approached him. What did you do? He asked the boss. I did your job for you. What do you mean? That's not my job. My job is to crush the cars. The boss let out a miserable scoff, his face comforting an evil disdain for the pathetic wretch in front of him. Why do you think we're crushing these cars? To save space? Who do you think my clients are? I don't know, mumbled the young man. Yes, you do, screamed the boss. Deep down, you've always known what was happening here. You just didn't want to admit it for yourself. Your hands aren't clean. My clients give me money, and I take care of their problems. Eliminate their witnesses, tie up their loose ends, or actually, you do. No, the young man whimpered as the boss towered above him. Yes! You're nothing more than executioner, and you've reaped hundreds of souls. The young man's body shook with soft spasms as he tried to stop crying. It was when the boss started laughing that it happened. Something in the young man changed. He stood up, now taller than the boss. A faint glimmer of fear overtook the snarl on the older man's face. The young man's face was empty. Empty as he grabbed the boss's throat and dragged him to the car in the crusher. Empty as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty as he slammed the trunk down on him. Its stupid fat head sticking out, begging for mercy. Empty as he started the machine, staring at the boss and its sniveling, crying wet face. Empty as he grabbed the boss's head, dug his fingers in farther, piercing the skin. Empty as he squeezed and pulled. Empty as he heard bones popping and snapping. But when the boss's head, still attached to his spine, pulled cleanly out of its disgusting sack of a body, he smiled. Ray stares back into the eye sockets of his skull. I'm gonna turn my goddamn battery off. I ain't trying to lose all my shit, dude. It doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. An awkward silence falls upon the room until... Ask about the story, make a joke, offer effusive praise. I'm gonna be real. I don't know what the word effusive means. And I'm man enough to admit when I don't know something. I'll look it up. I'll admit it. Expressing feelings of gratitude, pleasure, or approval in an restrained or heartfelt manner. Oh, okay. Well, if it means heartfelt, then that's good, right? Because, like, he wanted me to be honest with him. I kind of want to pick that one. I appreciated the mood lighting. Oh, I'm glad that you appreciated the mood lighting. I was trying to... I was really trying my best to help here. I'm glad we can cuck the nurse in this game, honestly. Really makes it all worth it. Thank God we picked Wraith. Trapper would have been talking about his father being a furry and drowning his mother. Fun fact, the reason there's so many random body parts in the auto Haven maps in Dead by Daylight is probably just the entity joshing with Wraith for a goof. Heartfelt pleasure. Yeah, there we go. When you look into the eyes of evil, you'll surely go mad. My God, that is brilliant. I'm glad you didn't give us any Shakespeare, because that story made Shakespeare look like a slack-jawed, mouth-brooding idiot. Thank you. I'm too overcome. As you sit down, the other killers look at each other, unsure if you're joking. Thanks. Wraith, on the other hand, is absolutely sure you're joking. You may have gone a little overboard. I was trying to give him heartfelt praise. I wasn't trying to butter his muffin in a cringe way. This is one of those games where you pick a choice, and then the game just does whatever the fuck it wants. This is like playing goddamn Mass Effect 1. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit, so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves, and you're alone by the fire. The only thing that you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds before Trickster shows up, and he is blaring his latest song. Oh. I thought we were going to get like a backing track, but nah. Hey! This game is full of JoJo references. I wish I can't snap my fingers. Hey, baby! You look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. You know, I know you've been... Fuck, I can't get over Trickster and his stupid head being too small for his large chest. My God. Can't have shit. Shut the fuck up, K-pop man. God, I'm glad I'm not the only one who's aggravated. I was hoping Wraith would hang out and we'd have like a nice heartfelt moment by the fire. That could still happen. Hold on. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Wraith approaches you. Oh, thank God. Hey, I'm probably not making a great impression, because I guess that's not really my thing. Oh no, he's making a good impression. He's trying his hardest, and that sort of effort really shows, you know? I'm 100% on board with whatever he wants to do here. Philip. We're trying to fuck Wraith. Get your ironing board ass out of here. God. I just know that if you got to know me, then, I mean, look, the others aren't around. And I really hate the fire pit. I just kind of hate fire in general. Maybe we could go back to the pool? And, like, I don't know, whatever, you know? A dip in the pool with the Wraith? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him. An offer like that? Just don't forget our little talk. I mean, you're telling me to do it, so clearly it's the thing you like, so... You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Hey! Do you remember my story? You mean the one you just told, like, a minute ago? Yeah. Yes. Did you, I mean... Like? What did you think of the young man in the story? Do you think he's weird? He's not weird. I would forgive him. I don't know. Do you think Wraith is looking for forgiveness? I don't know. Because I could say he's not weird. I could say he's weird. Or I could say I forgive him. This is a tough choice. Philip did nothing wrong. I want the young man in the story carnally. See, I don't know, because if I say he's not weird, is that what he wants to hear? Right? Or is that what he needs to hear? Does he even want to hear that at all? I feel like if I say he's weird, he's definitely a sensitive baby. I feel like I can't pick he's weird. because he'll cry. And I'm not here to make him cry unless they're tears of happiness. And maybe telling him I would forgive him would make him cry tears of happiness, because that's what he wants to hear. I'm gonna go with... It's not weird. I would forgive him. I would forgive him. What happened to him would make anyone snap. And who knows what happened in his past to lead him to that point. He was just trying to be good. Yes! That's all he wanted, was to be good. Well, that makes sense. Did the young man remind you of anyone? Yes. It's you. It's clearly you. What? No, it's I'm... You're carrying around the guy's skull and spine with you right now. Wraith looks at Azerov's skull. Then out into the middle distance. A long silence ensues. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly. Is it cold in this water now, or is it just me? I feel like my toes are turning into ice cubes. Wraith seizes up and squeezes his eyes shut. Please, I can't be around any cube talk. Not since, I heard that story. From somebody else. A long time ago. The story you just told us 2 minutes ago. Exactly. The one that wasn't about me. Usually we'd be nervous that we were about to make things awkward when we barge in, but obviously we couldn't hold a candle to whatever has happened here tonight. Either way, it's time for bed. For you, not us. After you go to sleep, that's when we party. After spending all day cooped up in those tight little Savari-themed resort uniforms, you just know those two rage late into the night. I don't want to think about Dwight and Claudette fucking. And this game has put that image into my head, and I'm not happy about that, quite frankly. I'm just not. You know what I mean? But you're not here to party with them. You've got your own repressed relationships to tend to. Was that the first night? Nope, night's still going. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Wraith's story. About the young man who found out he was part of a sinister plot. What don't you know about your current situation? Is it something that will terrify you? Something that will make you snap? What if you look into the eyes of evil? What if you like it? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. They're now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. Oh. Spooky. God, look at his hand. This motherfucker has the most disgusting hand I've ever seen. His hand looks like the hand on the butler from fucking Scary Movie. It's disgusting. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable. Or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the type you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. Oh, God. Yeah, they're gonna give me the fucking minigame tutorial? That's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but oh, okay, this is not the exact tutorial. It just starts like the other tutorial. Alright. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Let's go with 100. There we go. Let's see what's on this station. No, I don't like that one. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side to lay by the fire? It's not even a question. We're picking Wraith in every fucking choice. I'm sorry. He's the man we're going for. Wraith, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. I can't really sleep. Oh, that happens to me a lot. Okay, don't laugh. Promise? I promise. I guess my secret to falling asleep is listening to the sounds of bells or chimes. Think of it as white noise, to drown out anything you might be hearing that's keeping you up. Like what, Wraith? Like those distant screams we can all hear coming from beyond the mountain? If that's a bit morbid, I guess you could hold on to this I said cheese. I thought he was going to say like cheesy. But no, chess piece of mine. He has a chess piece. Where does the chess piece factor into this man's backstory? It's a knight. They're brave. Like I wish I were. And the horsey is cute. You finally start to feel sleepy. Except, maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. Oh no, the sleep paralysis demon has taken over. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky. By now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is still undeniably odd. Look, I'm not saying that my feelings are hurt because you chose to swim in some pathetic little teacup when you could have swam in the vastness of an entire, me, I guess. I'm just saying that you've made a foolish decision, and I won't forget it. My feelings aren't hurt. I just lost some respect for you, that's all. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Huntress is rifling through your pockets. Oh, you're awake! I wasn't stealing from you, merely trying to get to know you better by seeing what sorts of trinkets you keep close. I saw you with the Wraith right before bedtime. Look, I'm not saying I don't trust them, but, well, yes, I am saying that. I don't trust anybody I don't already have tied up. So, I was making sure they didn't do anything fishy. And I was making sure you're not a soldier. Soldiers killed my father, you know. Well, I've got you. You should really consider spending some more time with me. I'm not scary. You're not? Not at all. I'm just a lost girl on a big island. I've been watching you since you got here, you know. Not in a creepy way. Huntress pauses for a long moment. Alright, in a charmingly creepy way. I've noticed how fun-loving you seem. If you spend some time with me tomorrow, maybe I'll take you to this special place I found. It's all mine. None of the other killers have been able to find me there. It's quiet and isolated. Maybe I'll even show you how to make beef stroganoff. Excuse me? That all sounds very enticing. I'll let you get back to bed. It's been a long day. Shh. Huntress places a gigantic hand on your forehead, and your eyes flutter closed. Finally alone. For real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep. Again. Hopefully, you're not poisoned. Alright, day 1. We're done. Alright. Let's go ahead and save. We're gonna save here. We're gonna overwrite this save file. Thank you guys for coming. That's the first episode. I think I'm gonna play more of this, probably this upcoming week. This will be the game that I play until I, decide what the next big game we're gonna play is. I'll give you guys a hint because you're in the stream. I'm deciding on the next big RPG that I'm gonna play, and I think it might be Dragon Quest, but it might also be Trials of Mana. I'm kind of debating. I don't want to do another Yakuza, and I'm gonna be real, I don't want to do another Star Wars because Star Wars has been treating me, it's been doing me dirty right now. Hasbro's been fucking my ass left, right, and sideways from here till sundown with the Black Series figures, and because of that, I've been a little upset at Star Wars, and I just did a Yakuza, so I can't do another one. So it might be Trials of Mana, it might be Dragon Quest, I don't know what I want to do, but I'm thinking about it. If you guys have any opinions on those two options, just let me know in the Discord, and maybe that'll sway my opinion, but I'm not sure between the two of them. Which Dragon Quest, it'll be the newest one. Whatever the newest one that came out will be, it'll be that one, and likewise for Trials of Mana, it will be the remake that came out very recently. So, just the newest ones. That's the answer to your question. RPG time. Looking forward to more. Today in cooking class, we're cooking beef stroganoff. My fucking mom is calling my cell phone right when the stream ends, so this is good timing. Gotta answer my mom, and I gotta say goodbye. Bye, guys.